Welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade Heck yeah, and today it is time to continue on the ship a little bit, on the mothership, as well as a few other things that I have in mind. For instance, we could continue on the pyramid, and as well we are gonna name it today because you guys have made a few suggestions, and today I want to let you know what I'm going for. So I also took myself the liberty to continue on the mothership just a little bit to complete the upper part. There's still a few things we need to change. For instance, someone said, actually Adam, that we should maybe exchange the green colors with yellow so that we reduce the amount of different colors we have, and also I need to get some more patterns into the different stuffs, the black areas that are just plain right now. But other than that, I'm pretty happy, and from, you know, judging from the comments, you guys have been happy too, so that's great. So let's maybe continue just a tiny little bit on the mothership, and then we also tend to something else we could do. Well guys, what I basically did here was making a floor that we are gonna use in order to branch off into the different directions. So there's gonna be entryways all the way around into the different rooms, and someone suggested that I should color code it, so that's probably what we're gonna do, just using some color coding different lamps or something to lead into the different destinations. So for instance, we should have a machine room where or a power room actually, where the most of our power is gonna be, maybe a shield room, maybe a combination of that. Then we should also have a thruster room, so these are just the little tiny thrusters in the front, and there's also gonna be some really huge rockets, or kind of, I don't know how it's gonna look like. I'm kind of winging it, I'm being honest here guys. But it is, nevertheless, it's still fun to do. Unfortunately, I ran out of yellow lamps, so I'm probably gonna exchange that as well. Did I just remove something over there? I didn't mean to. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna exchange that with green lamps as well. And maybe I'm gonna go on another errand because I'm also running out of blocks, especially every other color than gray or black. I'm still having 60,000 black blocks, and those are just the excess blocks. There's still a chest full of those blocks. It's insane. But I'm missing some of the other blocks, which is going to be annoying because we eventually need them. But what we're probably going to continue with is now at this part. I already tried to map it out a little bit, so there's probably going to be like a very large, slightly dome-ish structure, so it's gonna raise up a little bit, a few layers. So maybe another layer right here, something like that we could do. Like so. And then we would just use the wedges in order to smooth it out. Let's see, I have to switch them around. You can, by the way, if you didn't know, you can control and then with your mouse wheel change the direction of the blocks. That is the most convenient solution, in my opinion. And we're just gonna wedge this out and hopefully make it look kind of nice, and we can have this go all the way around here. Something like that. So it would slightly raise to the top, but also lower down on this side. So that would maybe make for an interesting shape. We should try this out right now. Maybe in another time lapse, or I'm just going to show you the results. Let me see what we're going to end up with. As you can see, I continued a little bit, also tried to make a few more patterns using the yellow color. I was thinking of the back of a scorpion a little bit, or at least I was thinking of it after I made it. And I got pretty much annoyed by all of these turrets, so I think I'm probably gonna end up deinstalling them again, just because we cannot really get rid of the markers in the real world. I tried everything you guys suggested me. It doesn't work, which is a shame. But anyways, the manta ray slash whale slash stinger, whatever you want to call it, is coming along nicely in my opinion. We should think about where we would install the cockpit. It's probably gonna be around here. This might end up, you know, getting deconstructed right here, and we could add a window right here maybe, so we can have a nice look outside and steer our vessel around. That might be an idea, but before we do that, I actually want to dedicate a few more blocks. That is actually power blocks. Let me see, do we have them? Do we have enough power blocks? We have 5,000. Yeah, that should be should be enough. I don't think I have space for 5,000 of those guys yet, but we can place them in our inventory. And I thought, you know, I kind of tried to think ahead and try to shape it in a way so that we can lay out a few power blocks as well. So there's going to be power blocks all over our ship. Now let's see, I probably will end up, let's actually start with the tiniest one, which is this one right here, I believe. Like so. Oh man, I didn't think this through properly. This is not gonna work out the way I thought it might. It does look a little bit different on the other side. But nevertheless, we can, you know, fill up some power modules and try to be as efficient as possible with our layout. And we are gonna cover this up in the end anyways. This is gonna be filled up, and all the empty spaces are gonna be filled up with shield blocks as well for defense. Because I really want the mothership to take no damage at all. So if I went with my pattern, I would have to do it like so. Yeah, can you see the pattern? It is kind of a pattern, but it's not actually the one that I intended to. But nevertheless, let's fill up a bunch of those power modules and shield blocks. Right, so I tried to fill up the wings with some more power blocks, and this is the result of it. It kind of looks like a circuit or something like that, which is really nice. So I'm thinking about not filling it up with other blocks, but I don't know. For efficiency purposes, we should definitely fill it up and maybe stick back with the looks a little bit. It's probably going to be encased in a wall anyways, but I thought I kind of like the look of it anyways still. You know, if you imagine you would be in a hall, in a very big hall down here, and this would then be the ceiling, and you see all these power modules. Of course, the textures aren't that great yet. I really hope they, or at least some of them, will get an overhaul in future updates anyways, but I saw some things coming texture wise, so that should be a little bit better in the future, hopefully. But other than that, I really like the variety that you can get into it, especially using the wedges. The shapes that you can make with the wedges is just incredibly convenient. I really like it. Well, so I think that has been it for the mothership part for today's episode, and now we tend to something else to round it up. Well guys, so one more thing that we should do in today's episode is actually naming this tower. We already gave it a name, or at least I gave you some time to suggest your names, and I'm actually gonna go with two of the suggestions. One is gonna be the title and the other one is gonna be the subtitle. So this tower is gonna be called the Akid Tower, the Millennium... Crap, I forgot it. Hang on. The Millennium Triangle, right? Because it's kind of a triangle, sort of, and it's an Akid Tower, which supposedly is an old Egyptian word for horizon, because it extends over the horizon. And the Millennium Triangle is from the Yu-Gi-Oh series, which has been explained in the comment section. So that's what it's gonna be, the Akid Tower, the Millennium Triangle. Oh yes, so it's going to be a very, very important trade route of some sorts, the headquarters, Nathan's headquarters. that we are gonna put in here. I still didn't get enough suggestions as to what we could actually make in this tower. Supposedly we should make some power station as well on the planet and feed the turrets with it. But again, as I stated before, I really intend to get rid of all the turrets. They don't help me, they are just too annoying. Well, they do help, but I don't need that many. I just exaggerated a little bit. We can maybe need one here, one over there, and another one there, and those will actually be sufficient to defend ourselves. But yeah, the Akid Tower, the Millennium Triangle. What do you think about that? I hope you guys like that. I really like it. I also like the Mothership and the progress on it. I will probably have to do some more stuff off camera instead of making time lapses all the time. But I can really see it coming along, and I cannot wait until it is finished, which unfortunately is going to take a few more episodes, I have to admit. So I really like to make some progress next on the planet, some more pathways, some more buildings of some sorts that we could make. Maybe what do you want to see? What do you want to see? A church? Do you want to see, I don't know. Just let me know what you want to see building wise, because that's going to be the topic of the next episode. We're going to make another building. So let me know what you want down in the comment section. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little short episode, and hopefully I catch you the next time. Bye bye.